Hey there everybody, this is Cholera and welcome to set 2 of the Pro League All-Stars. This is going to be that 3v3 relay match, and I just read out the rules. Basically, it's going to be a one-on-one game, except we're going to be seeing the mouse and keyboard passed along every 4 minutes from player to player, and this should be obviously very, very different from anything we've seen ever. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Reach, Luxury, and C is going to be the winning team, maybe or maybe not, and they're facing against Free, Leta, and Great. Now, I think as long as Luxury does not F it up, please don't F it up, Luxury, please don't. We should be seeing a victory here from Team Challenge. I'm being serious. I mean, Reach and C, pretty damn good players. Luxury obviously is a damn good player too when he's on top of the game. They are facing against Leta though, and Free, and Great. I mean, all three of those players are very good too. Leta, of course, probably the best right now. Here we're seeing it's a one-on-one. Oh, it's random versus random. So this means race may come down to a part of this on this map here. I think this is Andromeda, so obviously there is going to be some importance of race matchups. This is the red team, the red players. Oh, that is the Mantoss's team. Uh-oh, watch out. The red Protoss is the Mantoss's, and there we go. The yellow Terran player is going to be the Team Challenge, or Team Passion rather. Team Passion is the yellow Terran at the bottom right. Wow. So this means Leta has his race, and Reach the Mantoss has his race. Of course, he's only going to be playing, each of these players will only be playing 1/3 of the time. And the other two players are going to have to figure out the strategy during the other times, or at least figure out, or at least control the units at those times. There's Reach giving some useful advice. There's Leta giving some useful advice, of course, deferring to the main racer of that of this team, I guess, of each team. And certainly, this is a map that favors Protoss players against Andromeda. I believe it's about 60-40 or maybe 55-45. I can look it up really quickly, but it is slightly favored towards Protoss, and any map is favored towards the man. The Mantoss, of course, not the man, although he is the man sometimes. Actually, he's always the man. Anyway, there's scouting coming from the first team, the Mantoss's team. Of course, it is the Mantoss's team because he was captain of the whole team. Back when he was in KTF, before freaking Zergbong became captain. I have no idea how in hell that happened, by the way. I still is something that mystifies me to this day. Oh, there's Savior versus Flash. That is going to be a matchup too, of course, to be coming in the next few days, or next few games, rather. All right, the Terran player, I don't think he knows what the race is of the other player yet. So he is just going to go for gas no matter what, though, assuming it's not a Zerg player, because there's only a 3-to-1 chance of that. 1 out of 3 chance of that, rather. Oh, man, arrogance here coming from the red team. I love this. The Mantoss told him to go 12 Nexus. I cannot believe that. That is just pure manly arrogance right there. Forget about scouting. It could be a Zerg they're facing, but it could be the other two races. Basically, both players are kind of betting. Yeah, the Protoss even more so that the other side isn't a Zerg, because you know, the gas one barracks gas without a wall then is pretty damn bad against a Zerg, and obviously a fast expand like this usually dies against a Zerg also. But both players are right in that they are not facing Zerg. They're C giving a little sigh of relief. I mean, you have a 2/3 chance of basically being fairly invulnerable, unless of course you're facing a Protoss as you know, if you went for that 12 Nexus, you're facing a Protoss who decided to go for like some 2-gate, then you could also die pretty quickly. But otherwise, you're fairly okay, and certainly Team Protoss here is going to be fine against the Terran opening here. We're seeing just 1 gateway so far. I wonder if we're going to see a 2-gate opening, or if it's going to be with gas, and then the core, and then the 2nd gate. We're going to see. This is going to definitely give, of course, the Protoss team a big economic advantage as we move into here to the early game. And here we're seeing the first Marine being produced. I believe has the probe actually gotten into the Terran base? I am not too sure. That's going to be pretty important, though, their Sea Shield. I think his 4 minutes are about up. And I believe next will be Luxury, who better not have been doing the glue, man. I mean, seriously, lay off the glue. Please, Luxury. Please don't hook this one up. I am not even kidding. Do not hook this one up. I just said hook it up. I'm going to have to say Luxury it up from now on. Don't practice this one up. Practice being, of course, the nickname of the new nickname, or nickname for a long time of Luxury. Fire Fist is now the new coach, by the way, of KT. I have no idea how this happens in Korea, man. Why are the worst players made the coaches? I mean, I know that Zergbong retired, that's why. But Fire Fist, really? Is it like the person who does the most drugs in the basement of the house gets to be the coach because he like deals for them or something? I mean, seriously, how does Fire Fist become? Who can he inspire? I mean, like the Mantos, I understand. All right, Boxer, I would understand, even though he wasn't the coach. You know, a couple of the other coaches, Hwasun, obviously deserving of being the coach, but Fire Fist? Really? Really, Fire Fist? Anyway, the Terran's Vultures are now out. Team Passion. He's not going to get anywhere, though. The great wall in there from the Protoss team. Team Challenge. So Passion's going to go for a fast expand of their own. Going to go for that FD build, basically. And even skimping on Marines a bit, because this is Andromeda, and they do have a bunker going up on the front. There is Leta playing. He is going to be a bit dangerous, though. He is, of course, the main Terran player on their race. And the pressure is on him to make something happen here in the next few minutes. Although, of course, this game is very, very evenly matched up right now. What is Luxury doing? Okay, good. I really hope, at least if he did the glue, that he did like the, you know, the epoxy glue or something instead of the, I have no idea what glue's difference is. Never mind. I don't know, some like not so horrible glue. Stay off the pipe, man. So don't mess up Luxury. Seriously, if Luxury messes this up, I'm going to go to Korea and kick his ass. I'm not even kidding. If he messes this up for Reach, I'm going to be so pissed off. I am such... I say this because I love him. Or at least I used to. Luxury is... it used to be one of my favorite players. He still could be if he just shapes up, you know. Alright, there's Free. Free's laughing. And looks like the Terran players are, of course, going for that fast double expand now. The Protosses have to kill their pylon because they were making that wall in, and they're going for an identical build. So big macro builds here coming from both teams, and could be a long game. That means, which I think may slightly play into the Protosses' favor. I think this is a better map in the long game for the Protoss in general. They can expand so many times and not have to defend so many choke points. Especially if they get themselves some shuttles and good anti-air, and you know the Terran players don't have a successful harass with drops, then really their pushing out is pretty hard in this map because you can't build in the middle really. You can build at some points. You can't really build in the middle, and you have to watch out for getting surrounded in the middle of the map. It's a huge middle, and actually carriers can be pretty good here too, believe it or not. There is a robotics facility and a Citadel of Dune going up for the Protoss, so definitely no fast attacks of any sort being anticipated or being being built by other player. No Reaver drop, no DT drop, obviously with this timing. There's C Shield. C Shield, what a great guy. He is one of the most involved in the fan community for foreigners, for people like us who are listening. So I give him a huge props for that, even though he needs someone to hold his hand during the Pro League, I think. You know, or not hold his hand, but, you know, he just needs to, not during the Pro League, rather, during the single leagues, like during the OSL and MSL, he needs someone to just basically make him focus on the games and confident or something, because he plays a lot worse there. All right, here's Luxury going